Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to GBFC 2 from a beautifully sunny Bali. Decided to do a different kind of video, little walking talking kind of vid today. Walking along the streets of Ubud to talk to you lot about the Champions League almost said semi-final there, getting carried away. Champions League quarter-final second leg, the Tuesday night matches, finishing Chelsea 0, Porto 1, and Paris Saint-Germain 0, Bayern Munich 1. Two results that I think probably surprised, I'm going to walk this way in the sun, quite a lot of people. First one, after Chelsea convincingly beat Porto in the first leg, to lose the second leg without scoring, I think surprised a lot of people. And for Paris Saint-Germain to be, let's just say, numbed by Bayern Munich and not score was also a bit of a surprise. Bayern taking a 1-0 win from Paris, but it's not enough. PSG got those 3 away goals in Munich to secure their place in the semi-final. An incredible feat, actually, for Paris Saint-Germain, a club who, when we talk about European pedigree, Bayern Munich are up there, right near the top of the list of clubs who know how to get out of these very tricky ties. And I thought that the game was going to have goals, but I thought PSG would just about edge it. For them to go through on away goals is actually a little bit of a surprise for me, but credit to them. Well done to Paris Saint-Germain. The champions of Europe are out of the competition. And I read somewhere there's a stat that like 8 of the last 9 winners have either been Bayern Munich or the team that knocked Bayern Munich out of the competition, which is pretty incredible. So the omens are looking good for Paris Saint-Germain. But we're going to start with that game in Paris, where once again, Bayern Munich, Choup-Moting scores after Neymar hits the crossbar and hits the post, and then 2 minutes later Bayern Munich go and score. It's one of those in football again where it's just an absolute testament to the quality that we're talking about here of both teams, that PSG can squander a couple of big chances, and then the reminder of how important those chances could have been as goals is always going to be prevalent when a team like Bayern Munich's in town. Bayern then go ahead and score. Choup-Moting, his second goal of the quarterfinals, but he's not making it to the semis, is he? He's almost treading some dog poo there, which is wonderful. Bloody hell. Look at this. It's Mason Mount and his friends. Listen, I'm just here to talk about the football. I don't want any trouble. These bloody dogs, man, they're here to flipping eat me, I think. Oi, listen, Bruiser, I'll have your guts for garters, man. I'll give you the Chelsea smile. Definitely wouldn't do that to a dog. I'd absolutely poop myself. But anyway, going back to what we were talking about, Choup-Moting scores for Bayern Munich. And then you think maybe, with how good Bayern Munich are in an attacking sense, spitting all over my lip here, I thought that they were going to go ahead and just barrage Paris Saint-Germain and eventually PSG would cave. But once again, Keylor Navas to the rescue for Paris Saint-Germain. He was absolutely brilliant once more. I think in terms of the player of the two ties or the two matches, Keylor Navas has to be the number one for me. Neymar was given man of the match by UEFA. I think he did play very well. I was kind of watching the Chelsea game, obviously, but I also had the Paris Saint-Germain game up on my phone, but I wasn't paying it too much attention. But Neymar looked very good. There's another bloody woofer. Look at this geezer. Look at him. Hello, mate. Get off the bloody wall, you little rat. What are you saying? Yeah, Chelsea in the Champions League semi-final. Get out. This has been the messiest video I think I've ever done on GBFC 2, but I hope you guys enjoy it anyway. PSG into the semi-finals to play either Dortmund or City. We'll find that out tonight. I think it's still going to be City. I said 1-1 in my predictions, which, by the way, the most popular video now on GBFC 2. It's got 20,000 views, so a massive thank you to all of you who have tuned into that one. Selamat pagi. Hello. Hello. Chelsea Champions League semi-final. Porto fan? Thank you. Makasih. So the question now about PSG, whether they play Dortmund or City, is are they going to be able to get rid of this hoodoo that they have of not winning this competition? I feel as though they're going to definitely get closer this year, because to be able to beat Bayern Munich like that and to hold on the way that they did in that second half is a real testament to, even though they've not won it yet, they've been getting closer and closer and closer, and the more you try at these things, the closer and better it's going to be when you eventually get there. And I think PSG now are starting to really build that mentality. And I think Pochettino, having made a Champions League final himself, is doing a very good job at consolidating the quality they already have, building that new mentality, and PSG are through to the final. I'm trying to adjust my arm here because it's a little bit flipping achy. Gonzalez still recovering from that fever flu thing I had the other day. It was bloody horrible. We move into the second Champions League semi-final. Porto beating Chelsea. I want to spend a bit more time than I did in the 6 Things We Learned video over on GBFC talking about that absolutely extraordinary overhead kick from Taremi, who came on, and I'm flipping glad he came on when he did, because if he actually played in that first leg and wasn't suspended, then maybe we'd have seen him do a little bit more, or Porto do a bit more in an attacking sense, because wow, what a finish that was. When I first saw it, I was kind of like half watching it and half getting ready to set the camera up for 6 Things We Learned. And at first I thought it was a header. And then I watched it again and I'm like, hang about, I've just missed one of the goals of the season here by setting up my flipping camera prematurely. We might have extra time on our hands here. Taremi scores an absolute worldie. Credit to him, and also credit to Porto, to be honest. You know, I'd spoken 6 Things We Learned, and obviously I talk a lot about Chelsea though. I don't really address the opposition unless, you know, I have to. But Porto got the win, and they looked a lot better in this game. They're a little bit blunt going forward again, but I mean, they save apparently one of their best players to come on until the last few minutes of the game, and he scores that wonderful goal. So Porto did themselves justice, I think, tonight. I think their manager, Conceição, came out and said that he was very proud of his players, which he should be. You know, this was their away leg. Chelsea, I wouldn't say we dominated the tie overall, but I think in terms of how well we defended, I think we definitely deserved the victory over the 2 legs. And I think in the Champions League, any team that manages to hold out, whichever scoreline it is or however they attack or defend, I think the best team always goes through in these knockout football games. And it doesn't matter about how you play, it's about getting through. Knockout football, it's like boxing. You've got to knock your opponent out and then you win. Simple as that. It doesn't matter how many times you take the hits before. If you get that knockout punch, you're winning that fight. Same in football. As long as you knock out your opponent, you deserve it. I always say this. Well, unless it's Chelsea who are getting knocked out like we did against Barcelona all those years ago with that Iniesta wonder goal. But we won't get into that one today because it still hurts me now. So, another thing that I want to address about Porto's win against Chelsea in the second leg, but Chelsea progressing to the semi-finals. Christian Pulisic. I didn't give him a box in 6 Things That We Learned because I wanted to focus more on the defensive structural management of the game, but I feel as though I definitely did Pulisic an injustice because he was absolutely excellent. If you see the man's socks and shins when he was walking off the pitch, it's like, bloody hell, like, can these Porto players just give the geezer a break? Otherwise he's going to need a flipping ice bath for a year and a half, and we won't get to see the quite magnificent Pulisic on the field anymore because he's in an ice bath still. But Porto players absolutely rinsed him, and I find it incredible how it took them so long to be shown a yellow card. I don't know what it is with these referees in Europe, but they seem to struggle to know when they should be giving yellows and when they shouldn't. They give yellow cards for the most, like, passive, stupid things that are never a booking in football. And then foul after foul after foul after foul, no booking at all. I know this worked both ways, by the way, because I think Chelsea committed about 30-odd fouls and didn't get a single yellow card in the Champions League quarter-final. But, you know, a lot of the Porto players looking to break Christian. Look at these flipping dogs, man. They don't stop. Shut your gob. Hello, I'm going to have you. You all want some? Bloody rats, mate. I tell you, that's what they are. But yeah, Chelsea, I think, thoroughly deserved to go through in the end. Into the semi-finals. The question is, who will they be playing in that semi-final? We're away in the first leg, home in the second. Real Madrid or Liverpool. I think the odds are pretty much stacked against Liverpool at this point in favour of Real Madrid. But you never know. It's Liverpool. They're in their home leg. And they've come back from steeper deficits before against, I would say, stronger sides. I don't think this Real Madrid side are that special. I know I keep saying it. And they were very good in that first leg. But I think Liverpool might be able to do it. I said 3-1 Liverpool, Real Madrid to win in extra time. I stick by that prediction. Gonna wrap this one up here. Massive thank you for watching. I'll be doing another one of these tomorrow at the end of Wednesday's fixtures. So on Thursday morning when you wake up, you'll get to see a second one of these, and we can look forward to that Champions League semi-final that Chelsea will be in But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.